This is a live commentary for the 2006 underrated superhero movie, Zoom. Academy for Superheroes. Hold on, let me get some water. So, some people say this is a ripoff of the movie Sky High, but this came out a year after Sky High. It's more like a Fantastic Four movie, but a better one than the 2015 movie. That movie is horrible. And this is better than Madam Web. I definitely would say that. Zoom. A lot of people on Zoom now. It starts like a comic book. This got such a low rating and everybody hated it. I don't get it. I think it's very underrated. It's only 88 minutes long, so it's short. It's not The Incredibles or Incredibles 2 or even The Avengers, but it's not Madam Web, I promise. That movie is an hour and 40 minutes you'll never get back. Dr. Grant, you mean from Jurassic Park? Like always. I'll be back, yeah. That's what they all say. Revolution Studios. Even that studio, if they were, I don't know if they're still around, but they did better than Lionsgate did last year. They had a horrible year. Directed by Peter Hewitt. No relation to Jennifer Love Hewitt. Tim Allen. It's a good-looking film, too. Some of the CGI is dated, I'll admit that. Academy for Superheroes. Rest in peace, Rip Torn. Spencer Breslin. Yeah, he was a kid. He was like a teenager when he did this. He worked with Tim Allen in the sequels to the Santa Claus 2 and 3. Kevin Zegers, yeah. Kate Mara, this is way less embarrassing than Fan Snorstick. She just sounds bored out of her mind in that movie. Michael Cassidy, that's the other guy. The long hair. Ryan Newman, she's the good little girl that plays the princess. I guess nobody wants to watch this podcast. It's fine, guys. I'm doing this for me. I miss Rip Torn a lot. He's a good voice actor, too. He was the voice of Zeus in Hercules, the Disney's Hercules. The Disney version. I'm glad Tim Allen is still around because we lost a lot of legends last year. Torn died a couple years ago, so it wasn't like last year. He's like the Flash, yeah. Smash Mouth does some of the soundtrack in this movie. There's Courtney Cox, one of the hottest women in Friends. Christopher Beck did the music. How did David Arquette have this woman and then he let her go? I'm like, yeah, because these people don't know what they want. I know what I want. Yeah. Chevy Chase, yeah, one of the hardest men to work with. At least Tim Allen, he worked with Disney. Yeah, I know. Tim Allen is, I think, younger than Chevy Chase, and he's still a better actor than him. He did Buzz Lightyear. What did Chevy Chase do? A bunch of 80s films where he was a douche on set. You saw the woman, women are producers in this movie. Based on a book, Zoom's Academy, Jason Letko. Yeah, he wrote a book that this is based on. Screenplay by Adam Rifkin. No. Captain America is coming out in a month, and I'm seeing it. Don't care what the critics say. I'm gonna see the movie. A black Captain America doesn't bother me. As a person of color, this is just what the doctor ordered. Plus, it's Black History Month. This is the perfect timing. If they release this in January, December, it'd be stupid. That's why Marvel has never released an MCU movie in January. December, yes, not January. It's too cold. He's so cute. Cindy Collins, age 6. Yeah, she was a little girl here. She's Cowgirl Barbie. This was like a decade before that movie came out. There's Kate Mara. Summer Jones, age 16. Kate Mara wasn't 16. She's older than me. Her sister is Rooney Mara. She's like Jean Grey here. Not the Invisible Woman. But I guarantee you, even though she was bored out of her mind in Fan Store 6, she's a better actress than Vanessa Kirby. Yep, take that. She was also in Iron Man 2 and 127 Hours. There's Thomas F. Wilson in a cameo. Dylan West, age 17. He looks like he's 20. There's some cameos in the movie, yeah, because it's a superhero movie in 2006. But I would rather sit through this in Madam Web because it's not painfully badly written and yeah, he's the Invisible Man. That is a cool effect for 2006. This movie is very underrated. It is Spidey. This is not as bad as like Ghost Rider 2 or Madam Web or Suicide Squad or even Man of Steel, which got a bigger budget. There's Spencer Brother. Yes, this CGI looks bad. Okay, I'll admit that. It looks like a cartoon. It looks like a PS2 game. Because this was before the PS3 came out. It looks ridiculous. It looks like he looks like an inflatable. I'll say that, but that's it. That's the only CGI I think is bad in the movie, mainly. Because watch. Yeah, that looks really dated. Hey there, John. What's up, heterosexual? This movie doesn't deserve to get crapped on. It doesn't, because it's not horrible. I've seen horrible. Last year, we had some bad superhero movies, minus Deadpool and Wolverine. That was a near masterpiece. Because I remember the CG in Sky High not looking as bad as this. Area 52. That was in Looney Tunes Back in Action. Another flop that didn't deserve to bomb or get critically panned. There's a gag reel at the end of the movie too. I could see that, but this movie's way shorter than. And she slips, yes, because again, Courtney Cox has a sense of humor, but when Sandra Bullock was doing that, I'm like, that's not funny. A lot of people are on Zoom. I'm not on Zoom. Zoom is actually a Flash villain. Remember the voiced by Tony Todd in the second season of the Flash? He sounded like this. Yeah, he was a cool villain. Yes, Sky High is the better movie, but again, I can't do that movie right now unless I get that movie on DVD widescreen. Again, most of them do. This and Superman Returns, very underrated films that came out in 2006. Back then, there was no MCU yet, guys. We had X-Men, The Last Stand. Do I even need to say anything else? Yeah, that movie was very more problematic than this. It's longer and it has way too much in it. This has 5 main characters mainly. Tim Allen and the 4 kids. That's it. This movie and Superman Returns are great. Well, this is not a great movie, but I don't hate it. Also, Kevin Zegers should have been in the movie more because he shows up near the end, and I'm like, he's not much of a threat after that. Shadow in Sonic 3 shows up in the first 5 minutes. See, you don't need to wait an hour, guys. I know, Chevy Chase, ain't that the truth? No. You can blink fast. I can do that too. Rejected. This is like the scene in Deadpool 2. Remember when they were trying to find a team for the X-Force? Yeah, I give Peter, the actor that plays Peter, he was good in both Deadpool 2 and 3 because he does something in the plot. He's not just a cameo like the other characters. I like the soundtrack here too. It's not as good as Footloose, but... Rejected. The black and the Asian girl. Again, she's Supergirl. And it makes sense here. When Laurie Singer was doing this to a train and going, ah! I'm like, you're not an X-Men character. Approved because she's cute. Yep, she's telekinetic like Jean Grey, except not as tortured. Kate Mara would have been a much better Jean Grey than Sophie Turner. I'm sorry. Jean Grey does not need to be played by a Brit. Sorry. She was voiced by a Canadian in the cartoon, and she was played by a Danish woman or Dutch woman in the X-Men movies. Nope, rejected. All over. Yeah, this CG, again, is not great. It looks like he's swollen. It doesn't look... And people say the effects in Spider-Man, that looks bad. Yeah, I give it. This is not an animated movie. No, that CG looks bad. But again, it's like one effect in the movie. Because not a booger. That's gross. So Spider-Man, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, I can forgive it because it came out after 9/11. But this movie was way after 9/11, and there was no excuses for CG to look that bad. Just don't use CG. You could use practical effects. Sometimes. I know it was 2006, so I'm not going to say it needed to look like Avatar, but, you know, when effects are bad, I'm going to call it out. The other effects, like the telekinesis and the invisible things, it looks fine. You're the girl in the movie, the older girl. Excuse you, sir. We're about 15 minutes in. It's not a kid. He's a man. They thought that because they're youthful that they look like kids. No, Spencer Breslin's the kid here, and Ryan Newman, but not Kate Mara and this guy are not. They're not kids. They are dated. Yeah, the effects are dated. The CG is mostly dated for Spencer Breslin. At least Courtney Cox in this movie is a normal woman. She's not a cartoon. Yes, she slips. This isn't Madam Web. They actually use their powers in this movie and get costumes. It's not like Madam Web. They fight at the end of the movie. Wow, what a great character group of girls. And you can't say that. You can't say because the superhero movies with women don't sell. Yeah, Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel have can shut you down. And the new Supergirl movie in a couple years or next year will be better than Madam Web. Anything with a woman will be better than Madam Web. The Supergirl movie from the 80s is better than Madam Web. At least she's in the freaking movie and she's in the costume within the first hour, like half hour of the movie. She doesn't have to wait till the end of the movie to wear the costume. I give her that. Kevin Zegers is a good actor. He wasn't good in Mortal Engines and Mortal Instruments, excuse me, but that's not his fault. Arrival in 8 days. It feels like 8 hours. Even if the CG in this movie isn't great, I'll say unlike The Flash, this movie doesn't cost $200 million. Exactly. And it's only for a few seconds. In The Flash, the whole opening act with him catching those babies looks ridiculous. Even the CW had better effects than that. DC just didn't know what to do with The Flash. Like, with Ezra Miller, they should have fired him and then get a new actor to play The Flash. They got to do that for the new DCU. I do not want to see another psychopath playing The Flash. Because he's a great character and he should be blonde and normal like me. I never committed a crime in my life. Yes, I got 2 summons, and that was back in 2007. That was before I was on YouTube. It's not an allegation. I paid my dues. But I've never been arrested. And I don't assault all women. I don't do that. That looks like Black Panther's costume. Or Black Adam. Yeah, people treat their comics like they're gold. Plus, this was Courtney Cox like after the Scream trilogy and before Scream 4 came out. So she had to do something after Friends was over. I love comics. At least this movie respects comics way more than the. Again, DC characters that are better. It looks like Black Panther, Black Adam. It does, yeah. We know. This is before the diversity hire thing had to be like mandatory. We need more black people at the Oscars. It happened. We need more Asians. We got that. We need more people of color. We got that. All over. Look at the Golden Globes last week. 90% of the people last Sunday were of color, except for Ariana and a couple of other white people that were there. Yeah. Again, like the X-Men in the training room. Yeah, in the danger room. That's what it looks like. And I will say this: I'd rather see this than some of the X-Men movies, like X3 or X-Men Origins Wolverine or Apocalypse, because those are just too long. Especially Apocalypse is 2.5 hours. It didn't need to be that long, guys. It could have been 2 hours or an hour and 45 minutes. She looks like Princess Peach. Courtney Cox was married to David Arquette. She throws this again. Also, I like this movie better than my Super Ex Girlfriend because I thought that was mean spirited. The only few good to come out of the things that Fantastic Four is that Kmart got married to Jamie Bell. Yeah, but he's not. He was not a good thing. And gave life to babies. Yeah, like Ryan and Blake did. Except like I like Kate more. Of course you do, Josh, because Kate's not controversial. Blake has a bad attitude, okay? A lot of white people do, Josh. You wouldn't get it because you're not white. I'm not white either, and I get it. They're either dry sometimes or they're douchebags. That's why Chevy Chase doesn't get a lot of work anymore because people don't like him. Hulk Hogan got booed on Monday Night Raw last night on Netflix because of the controversy. Keep your zip shut. That's what you have to do when you're a celebrity. You don't have to, Josh. You're disabled. You can talk. You're not going to get canceled for saying something dumb like the celebrities. Ryan is going to be just fine, and Blake is not going to work with Justin Baldoni ever again. He hit on her again. Look at her, Josh. Look at her. When I went to Comic Con last year, I saw Denise Richards and a bunch of heterosexual men were hitting on her. Of course they do, because that's what we do. The belly button. We're 23 minutes in, yeah. There's some product placement in this movie too. They got M&Ms, and then later they go to Wendy's, which I love Wendy's. It's underrated. It's not as good as McDonald's or Burger King, but I get the bad attitude, but she doesn't have to be like that much of an. I get it, Josh. I get it. Because I'm like she's Irish, so she's gonna get angry. They get angry. If you piss off Will Ferrell, he'll scream in your face. I know. I get it. Again, get out of here. Hot topic. I don't get it. I'm like, with Ryan Reynolds, no, people love working with him. They say he's sweet and he's not, and he's hilarious and kind. Don't worry, Josh. Blake is not going to be in Fantastic Four. She's not in Captain America. She's not in the Superman or the Thunderbolts. No, it's not. She's so cute. You're beautiful, Courtney. You really are. Your beautiful eyes. She made me cry in Masters of the Universe. I've seen other Irish women be with better attitudes. Yeah, like Caitlyn, because Caitlyn loves her fans. Plus, she's part Irish and part English descent, and she's nice. I've heard good things about her. Her uh and Alaya. I met her. I've been talking to her for the past month, and she's adorable. She has no attitude whatsoever. She's a little bit needy, but I get it. Rip Torn's done worse than this. This guy did Freddy Got Fingered and RoboCop 3. So I rest my case. See, they're having fun. The cast is having fun with each other. He's so cute. Yep. Broken glass. At least this made it to theaters. A lot of Disney movies did not during the pandemic. After Onward came out, everything was just ported to Disney Plus and got a limited release. Truth, Justice, and the American Way? No, that's, you know, the Man of Steel. Yeah, comics are very comforting, Josh. You should read them more. It'll calm you down. No, I won't, because I go to Comic-Con every year and I love it. Comics are like my sacred strolls of my life, guys. I get it, Courtney. I get it. I get it. Everybody has a bad day. I get it. Okay, even Joaquin Phoenix is hard to work with. That's why I avoid actors that have an attitude or an ego. I don't want to meet people that are like that. I'm like, oh, you're a douche. I'm out of here. I'm not going to go to Comic-Con and meet somebody that's not nice. That's not me. You got to be. You don't have to be an angel, but you don't have to be a D-bag times 10. I don't have time for that. I'm a decade older now. She's so cute. Yes, I'm gonna hold my niece's hand. Her whittle hands. She's cute. Ballerina, I'm gonna see it. And Anna de Armas is gonna be just fine. People act like this is gonna kill her career. If it's any worse than Madam Web, I will eat my words. But it's not. That's the new low when it comes to movies starring a woman, Josh. Madam Web. Wonder Woman 1984 is no longer one of the worst superhero movies because it's still better than Madam Web. At least Gal is still there, and it's got some decent action when it's there, and the ending was kind of emotional. It's for what it is. There's a lot of problems, but it's not worse than Madam Web. It was just bad timing for that movie. If Wonder Woman 1984 came out like 5 years earlier, it would have done better. Or 6 years earlier. So he has a robot like Iron Man. Robots are cool. I like robots. Robots are cool. Yeah, they have a flying spaceship, like a UFO. There it is. Looks like the Jupiter 2. And this is still a better movie than the Lost in Space movie. That movie's horrendous. It looks cool. This movie has some good sets and good practical effects. And the costumes are at least colorful. There's some color in this movie. It's not like they sapped it all away. Here comes the product placement scene. It looks like the spaceship from Mars Attacks. Oh, so it's like Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Yeah. Remember when they're flying the ship in that movie? Yeah, no animals were harmed. There it is, Wendy's. Yeah, rest in peace. That's the voice of. He was in Laverne and Shirley, this guy, and he was also the voice of one of the weasels in Roger Rabbit. I miss you, man. I miss you. I've kept my mouth shut on the channel and my own social media. No, I didn't say it's you, Josh. I'm saying like celebrities need to shut up and just do your jobs. You got to be more social. I am, and look, I scored something great. You saw Wendy's, yeah, and they actually opened the Wendy's windows, and yeah, they're gonna say this is cheap product placement, but I would rather see this product placement serve a purpose in the movie than in a Michael Bay movie or Man of Steel where they're just throwing it in my face. Yeah, I miss that actor a lot. I forgot his name, but he was a good actor. He was also in an episode of Family Matters. He was in this episode where they go to Disney. I miss him a lot, man. Frosties are good, man. You ever had a Frosty, Josh? It tastes exquisite. I usually don't have it too much because chocolate makes me. Chocolate can make me. I'm lactose intolerant, so I can't have too much chocolate. More social despite the condition. No, it's not a condition. You can talk, Josh. Yeah, it takes you longer to do it, but I could. You could do it. At least you can. My uncle can't. Yeah, he was. Tim Allen was in his 50s when he did this movie because this was in 2006 and he's in his 70s now. So, and this was over 10 years ago. So, this was almost 20 years ago because it was 2006 when the film came out. When the movie was made, it was 2005. So, yeah, that was like 20 years ago. So he was in his 50s. He was at least 50. It is a condition, I know, Josh, but you can get over it. It might take a while for me to make decisions. No, This is my quote for 2025. You guys can all put this in your pipe and smoke it. I make a decision, I stick with it. I'm not gonna change my mind out of nowhere. She's so cute with that bunny rabbit. I said I was gonna do this podcast, and I am. Aw, you're so cute. Oh, I want to snuggle you, you little cutie. She sounds like one of the Loud House girls, like Lily or Lola or Lana. She's so cute. This movie makes me smile. I wasn't smiling in Madam Web. Half the time I was like, Wow, Dakota Johnson doesn't want to be there. Sydney Sweeney doesn't want to be there. Isabella doesn't want to be there. Even the black girl who was trying, she was trying. I'm hungry, and you won't like me when I'm hangry. I'm like, that's not a real word. She was good in Ghostbusters Afterlife. You're so cute. She's still beautiful. Ryan Newman is an adult now. Her and Abigail Breslin, they're adults now. They're not kids anymore. They sent her here. This isn't like in with the hobo. They're like, oh no, she was abandoned by her parents, and then oh, your parents are nobody. I don't care who her parents were, because when she grew up, look what she turned into. The bane of my existence of cinema. No matter what you say, Josh, yeah, don't do that movie or people will attack. Because I'm like, Force Awakens is one of those movies you either love or hate, and I'm in the hate side because of what they did. I don't even have that movie digitally because my dad got it digitally a long time ago, and I don't want it. I don't want it. I had The Last Jedi, and you saw what I did to it last year. I made it pay. I don't even want the original Star Wars because of the toxic fandom. No, I saw the original films in the theater. Nobody was attacking. If anything, we were giving the finger to Kathleen Kennedy saying, yeah, this is why we still watch the originals in the theater and not your garbage. We're 36 minutes in. He has daughters, so he knows what it's like to have a little girl. And unlike Dark Phoenix, they're active characters. They're not just being miserable. The prequels are the only ones I felt tolerable, safe doing. Yeah, because they're getting a better. They have a better following than the sequel trilogy because they have a beginning, a middle, of them. They don't cop out. Rest in peace, Willie Garson, man. I miss him too. The toxic, disgusting, and mean. Again, that's not me, Josh. I still got my posters on my wall. Be grateful Karen is never in that friend. No, because if she's Mara Jade, Josh, you're going to jump out of a window. I'm not going to do that because I want to live. I got vaccinated and I got my tooth out because I want to live. I'm not going to jump out my window unless the house is on fire, and even then I could just use I could just go through the basement. The Acolyte was the fault of Disney, not us. We were toxic towards it because it wasn't good. Forcing your agendas in our face, that's not what Star Wars is. And these actors actually commit in this movie. You are so beautiful, Kate Mara. They don't play Hey Now You're an All-Star because that was in Shrek, so. Yeah, again, he deserved that. Chevy Chase deserved that and a punch in the face because of what a D-bag he's been over the past 4 decades. You can't be a douche to everybody. Eventually, people are going to get tired of you and be like, you know what? We're not going to take it anymore. Ooh, those Son of the Mask guys, yeah. If Karen did Mara Jade, the fans would be livid. No, I wouldn't because, again, it's too late now because she's almost 40. I'm not going to jump out of a window. You don't, Josh, because it's not worth it. The stupidest thing you could say to me. Again, Josh, I just come up with these things off the top of my head. Because like I said, with you guys, I don't know what you're going to do. Yeah? And I love Karen, but she doesn't need bullying. She's not going to get bullied. I do like the soundtrack in this movie. You're here. So she got her shirt. she likes. She's so cute. Yeah, again, you deserve that, Chevy Chase. People that act like this, that have an ego, you will get yours. No one, and here, no celebrity is above the law. No celebrity is bigger than they think. And I don't mean physically, I mean mentally. Dun, 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 dun. You saw the DNA. I still wonder, yeah, that Red Riding Hood 2058, that's my idea. If I had the money to write a script, I would. Or if I had like a, not a typewriter, but you know, a home computer, I would type it right now. And it would be a better movie than anything that came out last year they were trying to like reinvent, like Twisters or whatever. I love him as Buzz Lightyear. He's still the best. Because even Rooney Mara, she's not the best either, Josh. I mean, she did the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. You cannot call that good. I know Sean's like, it's a good remake. I'm like, no, it's awful because Robert Englund is Freddy. You're not going to get a better actor than him. You could never replace him. Ever. I would love to meet him at Comic-Con. He could sign my Toy Story 2 Blu-ray. Or DVD, actually. I only have 4 on 4K and Blu-ray. You saw that looks like the thing in X-Men when they lock Magneto in prison. Audiences will take it. They'll take it, Josh. Just don't make the movie cost $250 million. She didn't do Red One because she knew the movie was going to bomb. Yes, I do like Kate and Rooney. Rooney, I've seen them both better. Joaquin is a lucky guy, but again, don't you hurt her, or she'll leave you. She saw Folie à Deux with him when the premiere happened, and she probably was embarrassed. This man won an Oscar for Joker, and then the sequel was so bad that everybody hated it. I didn't see it because I'm like, I have standards now. I saw Penguin, and that was good enough for me, and that was at home. I could watch that at home. Creature Commandos is also good. It's not perfect. The Bride is a terrible character. Because her voice is just, she's not a voice actor. Sorry. David Harbour is great. So is Alan Tudyk and Sean Gunn and the girl that plays Nina. They're good actors. They actually can act. Even Frank Grillo, he's a character I don't even care about that much. What is he? Rick Flag Sr. He does good because we saw him in the MCU, so we know he can act. I'm not saying an Asylum. Deadpool, the first one, cost like 50-something million. That's good enough. You don't need $250 million because everything has a budget that big. I'm like, where the hell did the money go? Oh, the CGI. No, that's like 100 million, not 250, unless it's Avatar or Indiana Jones Dial of Destiny. I prefer a modest budget over a $200 million budget when it doesn't. You are so cutie Woody, my Woody. She's so precious. You saw a nature. And she still has better telekinetic powers that people age. I get it, but you don't have to be a douchebag about it. I'm a decade older and I still feel the same. See that? Oh my God, the characters are actually smiling. They're not in pain. I know, Chevy. We know what happens when you're angry. Again, he deserves this. This is punishment for every director and writer and actor that he pissed off. It will always come back to haunt you. Let it snow. It's winter. A real Twister, not that CGI monstrosity we got last year. They cast a British chick to play Southern. Are you kidding me? Yeah, take that, Daisy Jones. A skunk. Skunk? Yep, the skunk button. Again, the good, the bad, and the ugly. One of the greatest westerns of all time. It's just way too long. It's almost 3 hours and you feel it. Sheesh, did I feel it last year? Yep, it's not a real skunk. It's a animatronic. Skunks are not scary. I don't know why people are scared of them. They're fluffy. Yeah, the smell is terrible, but again, that's if they feel scared or threatened. Again, you deserve that. When you treat people like that, that's what you get. 46 minutes in. We're about halfway through the movie. I'm glad Elizabeth doesn't have an ego. No, she doesn't. She's nice. Neither do her sisters. Or, what's her name? Pom Clementif. She was an assassin in Mission Impossible 7, but she's sweet. And people like her. People have to like you if they're going to see you at Comic Con. Because if they don't, your line's going to be empty. That's a cool effect. I like that POV shot. I bet he auditioned for Anakin Skywalker, but he didn't get it because Lucas wanted somebody. That is nice. That is a cool effect. I do Mind Sight. That is a cool effect where they're going in a POV shot. It's good. That's one of the only good things in the movie Birdman. The camera work was stellar. The acting was really good, but man, it was so boring at times. When Keaton's not on screen and you got these girls in the movie, I didn't care. Emma Stone was good. The rest of the girls, no, just no thanks. Wasn't Toni Collette in the movie? I think she was. Yeah. Or some that other British lady. I'm like, why are you in this movie? You don't need to be in this movie. The director's a Spanish guy. Why would he cast a Brit in a supposedly American made movie? Doesn't make any sense. Oh well, back to Zoom. 49 minutes. Dun dun dun. Let's hope Caitlyn gets a line at Comic Con. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna jump in the line just to see her. I'm gonna do like Roberto Benini, and I'm gonna jump on people. I'm gonna go on top of them and just crawl right to her because I'm not waiting on no 3 hour lines. You know how I feel about her. And reception for Last of Us, it's gonna be good. I don't know what people are looking for. After the gay season of the first season, yeah, I'm ready for anything, baby. I'm ready for war, baby. Part of me. Oh, I love this. I'm more than a song. I'm more than a me. I love this music. It's so good. Bird. I'm more than a plane. That baby to be me. Oh, that song is so good, man. See, an emotional, quiet moment, which you need that in a superhero movie. It's a good song. A soundtrack could really add to a movie. Ask James Gunn in every movie he's done. Again, I'm attracted to women. Why is that a problem? It's not a problem. If I had an identity crisis, it would be a problem. That robot is cool. I like that robot. And he doesn't die in the movie like in Rogue One. This movie makes me smile. And after that bad extraction, I need to smile more. I'm more than a bird. I'm more than a plane. Mm-hmm. See, these people have a smile on their face. They got paid for this, even though the movie flopped. And this did not deserve Razzies. Give me a break. Tim Allen's done way worse performances than this. It's not a problem with me. It's just I think other people have issues with me liking women. Why, Josh? It's not like you like women that are criminals. An apple. Again, in Twilight, I don't get why there was an apple in that. Key. What a cutie. See, she's happy to be there, and she got a career after this. All these people did. One bad movie can't destroy you guys. You can still find work unless you're, again, Ezra Miller. You know, again, Josh, I'm not like that. This is the Danger Room from X-Men. The strobe lights are a little bit much. Could this movie need more diversity? Yeah, but again, we have superhero movies now, like Captain America. That's a cool effect. This movie does have its moments. It's not horrible. I've seen... Sky High is a better movie. I mean, they have a better cast. You got Mary Elizabeth Winstead and Michael Angarano and Kurt Russell and the late, what should we call it, Kelly Preston. Yeah. I do eat nuts sometimes. I'm more than a bird. I'm more than a bee. Mm-hmm. We're 54 minutes in. We're almost done. At least this movie's short. That's why I wanted to do it, because... Captain for as a test to see if Anthony can have a box office draw like Chris did. Sonic Net. A Vio computer. See, women, they know each other really well. See, girls need to know that they're girls. I would love to meet Kate. I won't mention Fan Snorstick because I'm like, nobody likes that movie. The people that do are lonely people. That's why people love the Barbie movie so much. Why do you think they liked it? Just because of that Ken song? No. They like the pretty dresses and the colors. Robot, go, robot. Whoa. That's a good line. Yes, they do. Oh, this is I Can Be Your Hero. That's Enrique Iglesias, yeah. This song was everywhere in the 2000s. I like his voice. I can be your hero, baby. No. And unlike Kristen Stewart, she doesn't have buck teeth and she's not going, That's another problem. When Kristen Stewart does the interviews, this is her in every interview. I'm sorry, I don't speak alien. Speak in complete sentences. Say, hi, it's nice to see you. Nice to see you. No. She looked like she came out of bed. When she got her Oscar nomination, I don't know why she looked like that. Brie Larson looked great at the Oscars when she won 10 years ago. About 10 years ago. Yeah, it was about 10 years ago when she won her Oscar. And people say she can't act. Yeah, go see Room, guys. Yeah, it was about 10 years ago. It's so lovely. Can this away your pain? And they say Latin people have a lot of charm. Yeah, we do. Loudness. You're gorgeous, Courtney Cox. You've always been a beautiful woman, even in the 80s. Her hair is lovely. She still has her hair. I can kiss away your... See, they were having a moment and then they have to interrupt it. This movie's not a drama. 60 minutes. It's a fun movie. It's a lot of fun and it's short. It's no Sonic 3, but it's not Madam Web. It's not Venom 3. It's not Morbius. It's not even freaking Craven the Hunter. This doesn't lie to people. The characters are in the movie. They're not represented wrong like those Sony villain movies are. So they're not wearing socks. Yeah, there's no Brits in this movie because it's not a Marvel or a DC movie at that time. You saw she looks like a little version of Adam Eve from Invincible. Yeah, when she was a little girl. Yeah, and her backstory was interesting about what happened with the parents and all that, and her getting bullied. I'm like, I get it, guys. Shh. Between Barbie and Wicked is a miracle. Pink colors. No, pink is selling when women can wear it. I find with Sadie Sink and Jean Grey, if it's true, give her a good Cyclops. Well, the people in the CW did. Yeah. Yeah. I would love to see Kate Mara in the MCU again. Like give her another role because there have been people in the MCU twice, Josh. You had Chris Evans as Captain America, and then you just saw him as Johnny Storm in Deadpool and Wolverine. That was not a coincidence. And you even brought Blade, who's not even a Fox character. He's a new line cinema character. But they brought him back because he's Marvel. Marvel, if he can be there, then Miles is going to be there by the next Spider-Man movie. I guarantee it. This isn't a guess. It's like with Amy Rose. I knew they were going to put her in Sonic 3 in the post-credit scene. I kind of knew it. I felt it. Why? I could see things before they happen. Even though he's barely in the movie. We know. Adam Eve is feminine and beautiful, I know. I see why Invincible is into her. Yeah, again, she's a girl and her voice is beautiful. I love what's her name? Forgot her name. Not Rachel Bloom. What's her name? I forgot. I'm drawing a blank. Gillian Jacobs. Yeah, because she has a similar name to Karen. It's just her name. Her Gillian name is first, not last. Gillian Jacobs. Yeah, she has a beautiful voice. I love her voice. Hey, look, he's wearing a jacket from Top Gun Maverick. I'm glad I got that movie on Blu-ray because, I love that movie. It was my favorite movie over Sonic 2 in 2022 because I'm like, wow, an emotionally charged legacy sequel with the lead that came back. That was more precious than any Star Wars sequel trilogy movie. You never know, Josh. Another Deadpool and Wolverine could happen this year, and you never know. Marvel can pretty much do anything. Secret Wars can have 500 characters in there. You don't know who's going to be there, who's not. Unless an actor is dead, then they can't come back. Like Chadwick Boseman or William Hurt or something like that. I get that, but with people that are alive, anybody can come back. Anybody. Because poor Miles Teller and Kate Mara and Michael B. Jordan, they didn't stand a chance against the freaking, 20th Century Fox. You have it on 4K, then why don't you do that movie, Josh? Black History Month is coming up, and there's black people in the movie. To hate that, but Ryan brought Wesley into the franchise. Yeah, and they didn't like each other for years until that. Secret Wars is gonna have a lot of characters. Trust me, it will. First, you got Doomsday that's gonna bring in the Fantastic Four and Doctor Doom, etc., etc. And then with Secret Wars, anybody can show up. You can have freaking an obscure Marvel character in there that no one's ever heard of in that movie. I can feel it. These Avengers movies are not going to be better than the first four. I'm not expecting that because you can't mess with perfection, guys. You can't. Endgame was the perfect ending for that original team. There was nothing that could have been better than that. But if Doomsday is good, it's got to be better than Justice League. It has to. Yep, taste the rainbow. She has rainbow breath. That's funny. That's kind of it's unexpected. She literally has Skittle breath. You can't have too many characters, but I know, but you can't have too little characters either. Wow, somebody of color, that's rare in this movie. There's no reason to do Maverick and there's only one black person in it. No, it's the black guy, there's two of them. There's the guy, one of the pilots is black, and I think one of the commanding officers is also black. So it works. Plus, President's Day's coming. It's a very American movie. My mom was like, it's just a bunch of people flying. Again, that's what the movie is. It's not Mission Impossible or Jack Reacher or whatever. It's flying, and I love flying. Weird comments about Monica Barrero. She's gorgeous, Josh. There's nothing you can say. There's nothing you can hide from me. I've seen what she looks like. She was one of the breakout stars in that movie. Her and Glenn Powell. She blows rainbows. But again, it's not gay pride, guys. Don't misinterpret it. She blows Skittle breath. Taste the rainbow. Or breathe the rainbow. The only rainbows I like are in the sky. Not on a flag. Sorry. Look at me. Do I look like I'm part of that group? No. I'm not Cynthia or Vivo, or whatever her name is. The one from Wicked that has no hair. I'm fine with Miles being in Spider-Man. He's going to, Josh. I got that costume specifically for that. You're not going to kill off Peter Parker. That would piss off fans. They did that in Spider-Verse because it's a different continuity. And it's animated, so it's for kids. Again, the new Spider-Man game put Miles and Peter in the game. So that's what we want. Him as a mentor to Miles since he's younger than Peter. That's what I want. Even though Tom Holland looks younger than anybody who's going to play Miles, he could still be like a mentor to him. Or Tobey Maguire could be a mentor to Miles. It works, guys. You can't say that Miles in live action will never work because he's already so popular they could do a Broadway show with him and it'll be a hit. Because people love this character. They do. That's why that costume, there was only one left. I got the last one. Because he's that popular. With regular Spider-Man, he's very common, so you see him at every Comic-Con. But with Miles, yeah, people love this character like Shadow. He's a beloved character that wears black and red, so him and Shadow have a lot alike. Except Shadow's a darker character. When Miles and Peter, but I know what Miles in interracial love, yeah, no matter who they put him with, it's gonna be somebody light skinned. The villain comes late in the movie, I get that. He's not a Loki, but he's not Doctor Doom in Fan Snorstick. He runs like the Flash here, and this movie's an hour shorter than the Flash movie from 2023. There's a portal. Iman Vellani could love Miles. Exactly. She's gonna be in Secret Wars. We already know that. I have Lego Flash, but I will do a commentary on something. I need to choose carefully and wisely. It's funny because my brother's only 2.5 years older than me. He acts like he's 10 years older than me, but no, we're close in age. You saw he has red eyes. It's like Shadow. He has those red eyes when he's running. I'm like, I love Shadow so much, man. That. Yeah, Kevin Zegers looks scary with those red eyes. He looks like he's possessed. But he should have been in the movie more. He would have been more threatening if he was like in the beginning of the movie and attacked them, and then, like in Guardians 3, even though Will Poulter was not threatening in the slightest. It's a good stunt. No, this isn't Deadpool and Wolverine, but when I do that, I'm gonna go crazy, guys. I'm gonna go like, woo! Yeah, I can't wait. Does it look scary with the red eye? Yes, she did, Josh. But that's the thing. People were not prepared for a Doctor Strange movie to be a horror movie. I was, because they said it was going to be horror a year before they announced it, before it got made. But like I said, I like that movie because, again, the cameos, a lot of them were fun. Deadpool and Wolverine did it better, but that's only because it was funnier. And it wasn't a horror movie. Not unless you count getting brutally murdered in the beginning of the movie, a horror movie. I might do Deadpool movie. I'm doing the third one sometime. Yeah, he does look scary. Because those red eyes, yeah, they don't look cheap. It's like, in Dune when they have blue eyes. Yeah, that effect looks cool. When they have blue eyes, Zendaya and her people. That's a cool effect. It was the blue Kool-Aid I want nothing to do with. When Rebecca Ferguson was drinking that Kool-Aid in Dune Part 2, I'm like, why? What does that have to do with this? I have to read the books because I was completely lost in that scene. Yeah. I can't wait to see Amy Rose in the next Sonic movie. I do. So the supersonic sound, that effect looks pretty good for the time. I want to see Karen or Elizabeth work with Villanova. Yeah, because again, they'll make them look like $1,000,000. Or Caitlyn, if she wore contacts in her eyes, it'd be adorable. Yeah, and she flutters her eyes. You know what that would do to me? I would pop. Yep, he runs fast. Wee beep beep. I'm having fun watching this. It's not as good as Black Adam, but again, this is a movie for kids. It's like when I did Space Jam: A New Legacy. I have fun watching it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that classic cartoons from the 1930s and the 40s and the 50s make me smile and still make me laugh to this day. Yep, he got the Black Panther Wakanda Forever suit. Supersonic speed. Wakanda Forever? No, my bad. That's the wrong movie. That is the Black Panther suit. It's just Zoom. Zoom does have a Zoom does have a black. He does have a black costume in the Flash season 2. That is a cool looking costume. I do like it. Yep, right in the face. Yep, she has rocks. Still looks better than the last Airbender show movie. I can say that. I can say that easily. Woo! That one looked okay. That didn't look as bad as the other CGI in the movie. And again, suck it, Eternals. This is how you do a third battle, a final battle, without it looking like a cartoon. Ava Carlton, I popped seeing her Wonder Girl or something. Yeah, I would love her as I said as Amy Rose's voice. Again, must go faster. Yes. The battle's quite short, but it's at least there's a decisive winner. It doesn't go on for 30 minutes. Look at those red eyes. He's turning back to blue. Yeah, he has blue eyes. That's nice. He's Canadian. He hasn't done anything in a while. I hope he didn't retire. I'd love to see him in something. His Amazing Friends cartoon, yeah. See, I like this cast. I do like them. It's like the cast of Lab Rats. I really enjoyed them. And Mighty Men, and also of course Really Loud House. Even though that's not a superhero show. mostly. It's a fun movie. I would say I recommend watching this on streaming at least once. It's not horrendous. 3 months later, this is what they're doing. It's cute. This is cute. He's so cute. I would be turned on by Amy's voice if it's Eva. Yeah. Reindeer game scene. Yeah, definitely. Oh, even in the theatrical cut, that scene is still very sensual. Again, the CG. I don't play soccer or football. Wow. You give her a flower. That's nice. That's romantic. Still better than Twilight, I'll say that. I like these characters. There was no sequel, but at least this cast did well together. Fun movie. I'm glad I bought this on Amazon. It's one of the most underrated superhero movies of 2006 and of the last 2 decades. Not a masterpiece, but something fun to watch. I like the comic book panels at the end. That was fun. Now we got the gag reel, then I can shut it off. I can leave it because it's a gag reel. This is fun, guys. Here we go. Here comes the outtakes. You laugh for real. Wendy's employee, yeah, David L. Landers. May he rest in peace. Yeah. Martial arts instructor. Yeah, that's for like one scene. Where's Matt LeBlanc? No. Okay, that's it. It's a nice little thing to do at the end. Like Jackie Chan did that in a lot of his films. Not all of them, but most of them. Thanks for watching, guys. Acknowledge me, and I won't be doing a podcast tomorrow. I need a day of rest. I'll probably just do a review. But this movie is a lot of fun. It's underrated, and I think you guys should watch it again. So, thanks for watching. Later.